Welcome back to Thai Horror Story. Tonight, we leave the concrete jungles behind and venture deep into the untouched, silent heart of the Thai countryside. Here, the laws of man give way to the ancient laws of nature, protected by spirits both benevolent and terrifying. Our focus tonight is the legendary Nang Ta-khian, the beautiful, possessive, and powerful tree goddess, whose wrath is as strong as the roots she guards. She is a spirit of immense beauty, haunting the towering Hopea odorata tree. But cross her, and her wrath will ensure you never see the light of day again. Prepare to discover the chilling customs and grave dangers associated with the guardian of the wood, the sanctuary and the beautiful guardian, the tree's spirit. In Thai folklore, every prominent landmark, a mountain, a river, a majestic ancient tree, holds a spirit. But few are as revered and feared as the spirit residing within the Ta-khian tree. This hardwood, known for its immense size and incredible longevity, is considered a sacred dwelling, a natural temple. The appearance and the aura. The spirit of the Ta-khian, or Nang Ta-khian, Lady of the Ta-khian, often manifests as a breathtakingly beautiful young woman. She is typically adorned in traditional Thai attire, usually a green or golden yellow sabai, reflecting the lush life force of the forest. She is often seen standing beneath her tree, or sometimes even sitting on a branch, brushing her long jet-black hair. Crucially, her presence is often preceded by a sweet, subtle floral scent, a stark contrast to the rotten smell often associated with other ghosts. This scent is a warning. You are in her domain. The origin of her power. The power of Nang Ta-khian stems from the belief that she is a Rukkha Devata, or tree deity. However, many local legends suggest she was once a mortal woman who died tragically or violently near or within the tree. Perhaps a woman who died during childbirth or was murdered and whose spirit became tethered to the massive wooden vessel. This blend of divine protection and human grief gives her a complex, powerful, and intensely territorial nature. Bargains of fortune and the sacred protocols, the relationship with villagers. The villagers do not just fear the Nang Ta-khian. They live in a symbiotic relationship with her. They understand her power can bring prosperity as easily as disaster, all depending on their reverence and adherence to custom. The seeking of fortune. Hauy. Nang Ta-khian is famously associated with luck and fortune. Desperate villagers, especially those facing poverty or a difficult harvest, often travel to her tree to ask for divine lottery numbers. Hauy. The ritual is precise. They approach with offerings, often perfume, flowers, colorful silk fabric, and cosmetics. Treatments fit for a beautiful lady. They use powders to rub the bark of the ancient tree, searching for patterns or numbers that the spirit reveals to them. If you are sincere, she might reward you. But if you try to cheat her, or fail to fulfill a promise you make in exchange for her favor, the luck will turn. And when it turns, it doesn't just disappear. It will devour everything you hold dear. The forbidden acts, respecting her vessel. The most rigid rule is the absolute prohibition against cutting or damaging the tree. To lay an axe against her home is considered the ultimate sacrilege. Legends tell of loggers who ignored these warnings. They might find their axes mysteriously dull, suffer sudden, debilitating injuries, or be tormented by visions until they flee the forest, never to return. The spirit's fury protects her domain with terrifying efficiency. The peril of the relocated spirit, the haunting vessel. Now, here is where the legend becomes truly chilling. What happens when the great tree must be moved? In Thai culture, if a tree containing a powerful spirit is cut down, either by mistake or for a legitimate purpose like making a large dugout boat, Reua Ta-khian, the spirit of Nang Ta-khian does not die. She simply transfers her entire spiritual essence into the wood itself. The boat of the lady, a boat or a pillar made from her wood, becomes intensely haunted. It is no longer just a piece of wood. It is a floating sanctuary that must be treated with the highest respect. The owners must perform elaborate ceremonies to formally invite her spirit to reside and pledge to care for her needs. The rules are strict. No women, especially those wearing sin or skirt cloth, may step over the boat, as it's considered an insult. No vulgar language can be spoken near the vessel. If these rules are broken, Nang Ta-khian will punish the crew. Tales are told of boats suddenly taking on water, steering themselves into rocks, or capsizing violently, drowning all on board as the vengeful spirit reclaims her vessel. 2. The House of Torment. The same rules apply if the wood is used to build a house, particularly a central pillar. The spirit must be housed correctly, offered specific rituals, and maintained with care. Failure to do so leads to poltergeist activity, objects moving, mysterious illnesses, and the constant, chilling presence of a beautiful woman who is eternally angry at the violation of her sanctuary. She will literally make the house unlivable until her spiritual demands are met. Conclusion: the enduring fear of the untouched wood. The legend of Nang Ta-khian is more than a ghost story. It is a profound lesson in ecological respect and ancient deference. It reminds us that in Thailand, the wild places are fiercely protected by guardians whose power transcends human comprehension. She is the perfect embodiment of the ancient Thai belief that you must always respect the unseen, because those unseen forces are always watching, waiting for you to step across the line. So, the next time you walk near a magnificent, towering tree in the quiet solitude of the countryside, remember the beautiful woman in the green Sabai. She might just grant you a wish, but the price of disrespect is everything. Thank you for listening to Thai Horror Story. Sleep well, and always be mindful of where you tread. Good night.